Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, this is Jake Jabarelli, jabarelli.com, just a bunch of referral links. And I want to talk to you about something I discovered a little while ago, and I may have talked about it before, but it is kind of an interesting thing in lieu of the crazy events that have happened in the world in the last month and a half. A lot of people lost a lot of money on the stock market. I don't know how I managed to dodge that. Something told me in late February that I needed to take my money out. I also kind of needed it at the time, but so I took out a lot of my money in late February, about February 27th, out of the stock market, and then the market crashed. And I'm grateful that I missed all that, but I know a lot of people didn't. And I think if anyone's been paying attention to the coin market lately, they can tell that that Bitcoin is rallying right now. Let's look at the chart here. Look at that, 17% in the last 24 hours. It is coming out of the dirt and rising meteorically, but there's a reason for that. And let's see if I can find it here. Halvening. Yeah, there we go. So the halvening is happening in just a few more blocks. The amount of money the amount of coins that you can get for finding a block is going to cut in half. That's what the halvening is, or the halving. English is a weird language. So in about 12 days, the 12 Bitcoin you get for every block you find is going to come, or it's not 12, it's 12 and a half, is going to half or become half as much, down to 6.25, and everybody's doing that FOMO, that fear of missing out. So the price of Bitcoin is going up, and away. Let's go back to that chart. Here we go. You can see this thing right here, the 7-day chart. It's just right going up into the sky, just like it did the last 2 times this happened. Let's get down to a shorter chart here. 7-day chart. How about the 1-day chart? Look at that, just up. So we all know it dropped down. Bitcoin did drop down quite a bit, and it's coming back because everyone's expecting the half. I don't know why the price goes up when we know you're going to get half as many. But I always think of it as like a virtualized pump and dump, where everybody's like, oh, lots of exciting stuff, and so I don't want to miss out. Fear of missing out, FOMO, otherwise known as FOMO, and everyone's just getting all riled up about it, and it bugs me because it's all fake. So my solution, which I'm here to show you, which is all what this BlockFi thing is right here. BlockFi is offering up to 8.6% annually interest on the amount of money you put into GUSD, which I think is actually Gemini US Dollars. So the coin itself is tagged onto the US dollar value, so it never changes. So if you put money in, you're going to get exactly what it is and use it. It says it right here. Gemini dollar, or GUSD, balances over time. Basically stays even with the USD coin or the US dollar. So it'll never be more than the equivalent of $1. But what advantage is that to you? So what I want to show you is my own investment. I put in, it was a while ago now, it was about 3.5 months ago, 4 months ago now, about $100. Actually, it was a lot less than that at the time. It's $106 now. It was actually more like what, $70 or so. It doesn't show it here, but I also reinvested a little bit more. I pulled some money out of Bit7 and put it over here, and that was just before the price went up. Of course, I mean, I'd invested it a long time ago. Money had been sitting in Bitcoin for a while, and so I spread it around. I put some here in GUSD, and I put some in Litecoin, some in ETH, some in Bitcoin. In order to transfer in, you have to do it in Bitcoin. But the point is, each one of these coins on BlockFi pays you an interest. And the thing that's so neat to me, and that's what this whole video is about, is that this 8.6% annual interest rate didn't change. From January to now, with all the other things, especially in the U.S. market, where interest rates dropped into the basement. I was just places that was getting 2-3% interest on a money market or a savings account, and now it's like 0.35% interest, or 10 times less. This never changed. This number has been 8.6% since January. So I'm still getting 8.6% every single. I mean, it shows the compounding every single day, but it only pays out every month, like a typical interest account. But let me just, I think the whole value in this is the fact that the interest rate doesn't change, but I think the point I was also trying to get at is here, Bitcoin pays out at 6%, GUSD obviously 8.6%, ETH I believe pays at 5.4%, and Litecoin is currently paying out at 3.8%. So it's a lot less, but so if you wanted to put all your money into this, fine. I think the reason I was doing it is recognizing the value of Bitcoin was going to go up, as it is currently doing, and it's probably going to go up higher. I don't know how high, can't predict the future. But ETH is doing very well. Bitcoin is obviously doing very well. But the thing that's neat about this is they continue to pay you interest. So the whole point of getting that calculator up here was to say, let's say you had $100 US dollars in Bitcoin, right? They just show you the US dollar amount, or whatever amount you prefer in whatever country you're in. And then they continue to pay you the percent. So let's see, Bitcoin 6% interest. So let's say it's plus 6%. $106, right? Okay. But that's assuming that Bitcoin stays at a even $100 US dollar equivalent. I mean, the amount of Bitcoin that you have will probably be whatever that amount you put in at that time. So let's say it was 0.01 Bitcoin. They're going to pay you 6% on that. So plus 6% is that, right? Annually, right? It'll actually be more than that because it's compounded monthly. But so if for whatever reason that $100 that you put, or $100 US dollars you put in there, was worth more because the price of Bitcoin went up. So let's say instead of being $100 worth in Bitcoin, the value of it effectively in whatever country or in US dollars that you put it at became suddenly 120. So actually that's not wrong. It would be let's see. It's currently 9100. 0.0106 times 9150 is this, right? Okay. So let's say the price of Bitcoin went to 20,000 US dollars. 106 times 20,000. There we go. So they're going to continue to pay you. Obviously, the value of the money goes up, but then the interest you gain also goes up because the amount of money you have in there is also higher. So I guess what everybody's probably more interested in is like, well, if you keep adding more in and you get more interest, then obviously Bitcoin price is going to fluctuate up and down, and it's not going to be steady. But the point is, you're getting interest on top of a high fluctuating value, and this is kind of like investing in the stock market, where of course you're expecting the price to go up, but you're also getting dividends. So this is what I view as what BlockFi is offering. But honestly, right now, and I don't know anywhere else, anywhere at all, of any company I've seen so far that is legit and backed by a major corporation like BlockFi is here, backed by Gemini. Gemini is the Winklevoss twins, the guys that sued, what's his name, Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, like 10 years ago. So they're both billions. A big company. So I'm pretty sure it's going to stick around. It's not some fly-by-night Russian thing. I'm not saying it's always Russians that are doing it. I'm just saying it's not as bad as that Satoshi faucet I signed up for, 6-7 months ago. So this is legit. You can put your money here, and of course they're going to do the CYA thing where they're going to try to get to know your customer. So you're going to have to tell them who you are and if you want to put money in or take it out. So I'd say it's probably U.S. residents, but I'm pretty sure they'll accommodate anybody. So in any case, what I want to try to get out of here is I'm going to put the link in the description, and you guys can check out BlockFi and get interest on top of the blossoming money that's going into this right now. So Bitcoin's going up, ETH is going up, Litecoin's going up, and you get interest. That's the key. So check it, link in the description, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.